Morning, good morning. How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Good morning. I'll buckle this. This is better like this. Good morning, good morning. Say hello to every single one of you. God bless every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining in. It's nice to say hello to you guys. Let's see if the notifications come through. I'll wait for some people to jump in here so we can start talking. So there we go. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Boys News. Thank you so much for joining in. I just did a live feed in Instagram a little while ago. I don't go live at that platform. I don't really go live on that platform. But I went live on that platform and they took the live down. So it is, and I believe that I know why. So, you cannot mention the Jews. You cannot mention certain stuff. That's why I have been really precautious talking about that. God bless every single one of you. I made this live in the morning to talk about the most cynical leader of the world that has the audacity to criticize another country and to criticize another president when he has a disaster in his country. You know, these people that they know that they are a mess, but they criticize other people. Those kind of individuals are basically, better known as Biden. So for everybody that does not know, this is what happened today in the morning. So I will give it a synopsis of what this President Biden just did to pressure a Central American third world class country. I will tell you this. This is why people from Central America and South America, they do not like American politicians. This is the number one reason why. Give it a like to this video, please. Give it a like to this video and share it so we can break those algorithms. So this is the reason why. Nayib Bukele, it is the president of El Salvador. He's a really formidable president. He has a lot of, potential to become a great leader of his country. A lot of them criticize him. A lot of them, they say that he's corrupt. A lot of them, they say horrible things. Whatever it is, Joe Biden today committed the most cynical comment that I believe since he has been president in terms to addressing an international problem. El Salvador has been well known for their problems with gangs, problems with the MS-13, Mara Salvatrucha, and the MS-18, the 18 gang. They have been well known for those humongous problems of gangs, gang-related, and insecurity. It is a mafia that operates in El Salvador that is basically exactly as the cartel in Mexico, but in relation and in difference with El Salvador, it is the gangs who control and who ultimately control the system in El Salvador. Nayib Bukele came in and he tried to change that. He immediately deployed thousands of troops to outside of the borders of El Salvador for these people to not basically exit or go and search for security in another country. What does that mean? These people that they have committed crimes like the MS-13s and MS-18s, Mara Salvatrucha, to not go to the United States, to not find another place to hide for their crimes. And this will actually prevent them from exiting and finding justice inside their country. So this is what happened. A whistleblower came about the Bukele administration in El Salvador. A whistleblower, an ex-fiscal of the judicial system, came out and said that Nayib Bukele had an underneath the table agreement with the gangs of the MS-13s and MS-18s. And that with that agreement, he solutioned that the decrease of violence, the decrease of assassinations, and the decrease of the levels of kidnappings due to that agreement, this whistleblower. And also he said that he came to this agreement with these gangs with the solution of basically, let me just put the air conditioning right here because it's getting hot in here. What the? Okay, here we go. So he came to an agreement with the gang, supposedly. This is ex-fiscal, let's say. And he came to an agreement with these gangs because of the time of re-election and, to get another election. So that is why this ex-fiscal just... I hate when that happens, man. Are we good now? Are we good? Let's see if we can get our audience back. Are we good? Are we good? Okay, we're good. So because of that whistleblower, the news got out, right? And now all of a sudden, the most cynical administration in the world, that is called the Biden administration, they gave their opinion. And Joe Biden came out, and the Biden administration came out and say, Nayib Bukele, administration of El Salvador, we need to see what you're doing. You are anti-democratic. What you're doing is anti-democratic. What you're doing to your country and that speculation of you having an agreement with gangs is anti-democratic. That is what Joe Biden told Nayib Bukele. Let me just return a little bit to the past. In 2020, when I believe 2021 became president, 2021, he became president. When Joe Biden became president, Nayib Bukele traveled all the way to the White House to see if he can have a meeting with Joe Biden. He never came down to the lobby. Nobody from the Biden administration came down to the lobby to receive at the White House Nayib Bukele. So Nayib Bukele had to go to a lobby of a hotel to hold a press conference because nobody wanted to receive him. This animosity between the president of the United States of America and Bukele came about because Nayib Bukele is a huge supporter of President Trump and is a huge follower of President Trump. That America first, and Nayib Bukele wants to say El Salvador first. Let's make El Salvador great. So because of this ideology, right now, that this ex-fiscal of justice of El Salvador that is coming out and saying, you know what? There's corruption between the agreements of Nayib Bukele and El Salvador with the gangs of MS-13s and MS-18s. Now, all of a sudden, Biden comes out and tells Nayib Bukele that he's anti-democratic and says that he is practically corrupt, saying that he's corrupt. Look at who is saying it. The most cynical president, the most holy cow, with the audacity of this man in this Biden administration. The most cynical president criticizing another country for corruption, for illegalities that are occurring in their country, for supposed agreements. Let me just remind you who you are, Biden. Let me just remind you who you are. First of all, you're a joke. Look at your borders, how they are handled. Look at your borders. More than 2 million people have crossed irregularly through your south border. Look how you mishandled the situation in Afghanistan. Look how you mishandled the situation with Cuba. Look at your economy. Look at the debts with the Jews right now under your administration. Look at your division that you're creating in your country. Look at your jobs. Look at your international trade and your international agreement. Look at the relationship that you have with your own people in America. Look what you have in your country. And you're criticizing El Salvador because they have lowered down their rate on crime, their rate on killings, their rate on assassinations. El Salvador has become 70% more secure on assassinations, on rape, on kidnappings, on gang activity. And because now election is coming about in El Salvador, a whistleblower comes out. Do you guys remember this strategy? Isn't it kind of related to what happened in the U.S.? Isn't it? The country of the United States that is penetrated right now with more fentanyl in possibly in the whole continent. But this man has the audacity to go and criticize another president for having a supposed agreement with the gangs to release violence and to release crime. Don't worry about the CIA. They're not involved with the cartel. How about it? The CIA? No. The CIA has their hands clean. They're not involved. No, they're great. Right? There's no border agents that they're corrupt, letting people cross and letting drugs cross. No. Everything is perfect in the United States, right? There's no customs that they're corrupt. Every single agent is perfect, right, Biden? You are the perfect administration. You're just correct. You're just not arresting traffickers when they're crossing people in the Del Rio area, in La Jolla area, in the whole Texas area. You're not arresting no trafficker. Why? Because you have a great relationship with them, right? But you have the audacity and the decency to criticize another president, and you call him anti-democratic because he is supposedly handling the situation, having agreements with the organized crime. Hold on a minute. And all of a sudden, a whistleblower comes out. Didn't a whistleblower came out when you were running for office against Trump? All these whistleblowers that they came out about Russia this, Russia that. John Bolton coming out with his great book. How did that go, the John Bolton book? How did that sell? All these stupid books that they came out that didn't cause no effect. Remember, doesn't this strategy looks almost the same? Are your political interests is to put another president, Biden, instead of Nayib Bukele because Nayib Bukele is against your narrative? Donate? Yeah, huh? What is that called? What are the leftists called that? The left calls the right that. The left calls the right that way. What are these leftists called it? Imperialism. You are an imperialistic president. You want to put one that is comfortable for you, that is going to follow your mandates, that is going to follow your economy, that is going to follow everything that you say, that is going to obey on your trademarks, that it is going to follow with this nonsense of open borders. Because Nayib Bukele went with Tucker Carlson and it said that sending money from the United States to El Salvador, it is a vicious cycle and it is not going to help the money. The problem is that they want trade, they don't want aid. So stop giving them money so they can depend on you. He said, Nayib Bukele said that. They want to be a first-class world country with trade. They don't want your, your mom and pop help. They don't want your pamper help. So Nayib Bukele said that, and that doesn't fit your narrative. No, you want a country to depend on you so you can have them on the leash. Right? So the first thing that it comes out is supposedly a whistleblower that is an ex-federal fiscal of justice of El Salvador came out and said, you know what? There's corruption. Nayib Bukele is having agreements with gangs to reduce violence because he wants to re-elect himself. Oh my God, when did we have heard this? The CIA having agreements with the cartel? It's an organization from the United States of America, right? Sitting down with El Chapo, sitting down with all the leaders of the organized crime, right? Do you remember the reality with the CIA sitting down with Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria? No? You don't remember that? No, right? That doesn't happen in the U.S. No. U.S. is transparent. The U.S. is good in terms to corruption. No. No, eso no pasa ahí. Right? But you go and criticize a president that is supposedly having agreements with the gangs. Now, let me tell you something. Which president in Mexico has never sat down with the cartel and the organized crime? Which president of Mexico has never sat down with the organized crime and with the cartel? Which president? Just tell me one that he has said, no, I'm not sitting down with the organized crime. I'm not sitting down with a cartel. I'm not going to have agreements with leaders. No. Name me one. They never sit down with them? No? No, huh? Everything is perfect. They're fighting the good fight. So if Nayib Bukele sat down with the mafia, that is the MS-18s and the Mara Salvatruchas, in their country to lower down the crime and came to an agreement that that is underneath the table, and a snitch or a whistleblower comes out and says, oh, he had agreements with that. How many agreements the United States has had before with terror organizations? This is why this kind of messing in somebody else's business causes animosity. With you're wrong, White Wolf. I'm sorry, you're wrong. Causes animosity, not only with the countries, but causes animosity with people. Causes animosity with people. Because the people in their own country, they're saying, here comes the United States to mess again, man. Here comes the United States to mess in our business. We're trying to resolve it ourselves. Leave us alone. Let us handle our business. And now the Biden administration is trying to go in there and trying to mess with another country's problems. You have a lot of problems on your own end, Biden. You have a lot of problems in your own country. And you're trying to give opinions of another country that has lowered down That's what you're doing? Another country that is El Salvador has lowered down their crime rate. And as they have lowered down their crime rate, now all of a sudden a whistleblower comes out and says, oh no, Bukele had an agreement with the gangs to lower down the crime rate. Do you understand where I'm going? All of a sudden a whistleblower comes out like in the United States. Remember in the United States that a whistleblower came out, you know, when Trump and when he was running the election, all of a sudden one whistleblower came out. Oh, you know, the Mueller report, and there's a whistleblower to destabilize the election. Strategies from these politicians, dirty politicians, right? Now whistleblowers are going to start coming out of El Salvador because Biden does not want Bukele. He does not like Bukele because Bukele, it is a president for his country first, his economy first. He's not part of this globalization of open borders. He's not part of that. He has said it so many times. On the Tucker Carlson interview, Nayib Bukele told his audience and told Tucker Carlson, of course, you know, we cannot lie. El Salvador has created this problem for people to go out and walk on caravans. That is our own fault. That is why we have to create security. I don't want my good people to leave, my talented people to leave my land. I don't want that. I want them to stay in my land so we can become great. We don't need to depend on another economy from another country. We want trade. We don't want aid. That triggered the Biden administration. Oh no, he's a nationalist. My God, so oppressive. He doesn't care about his people. People are dying. He's a nationalist. And of course, absolutely and ultimately, after that, every leftist started attacking Nayib Bukele. And now, all of a sudden, a whistleblower comes out and says, you know what, there's agreements underneath the table between Nayib Bukele and the gangs to reduce crime. all of a sudden, you know, the whole year, the whole 2 years or 2.5 years that he has become president, or I don't know how many years he has been president, nobody has said anything, right? Nobody. You know, this federal fiscal that came out from El Salvador as a whistleblower, I bet when he was receiving his little paycheck, he was not saying anything. But he got tired of it, of seeing the corruption. And he had to speak out. I need to speak out, right? All these years, everything was okay. But all of a sudden, he becomes a whistleblower. And then you get the statements from Joe Biden saying that El Salvador and the president of El Salvador, he is doing some anti-democratic, political, he's doing an anti-democratic political, mishandling of the population of the El Salvador people. Sinvergüenza, cabrón. Sinvergüenza. Estos políticos no tienen vergüenza, cabrón. No tienen vergüenza. El burro hablando de orejas. All of a sudden now, Biden is just a saint. He's a saint. You know, be considered they're powered by a volcano. What could go wrong? All of a sudden, you know, this is the problem. They had a really prominent, I will say this in Spanish and I will say this in English. I will do it bilingual. This little caption that I'm about to do, I will say it in Spanish and English. Esto lo voy a decir en español y en inglés. The government of the United States, el gobierno de los Estados Unidos, they had a gigantic opportunity, tuvieron una oportunidad tan gigante, with a young president, con un presidente joven. His name is Nayib Bukele. El nombre del presidente es Nayib Bukele. Claro, of course, Nayib Bukele is not going to change his country in just months. Claro que Nayib Bukele no va a cambiar su país en meses. But he's trying, pero está tratando. And one of the things that he triggered the Biden administration, y una de las cosas que por las cuales la administración de Joe Biden no le gusta a Nayib Bukele, is because Nayib Bukele said the truth. Es porque Nayib Bukele dijo la verdad. The money that is being sent from the United States to El Salvador, el dinero, las remesas que están mandando de Estados Unidos a El Salvador, Nayib Bukele said there is a vicious cycle. Nayib Bukele dijo que era un círculo vicioso. This money that is being sent from the United States to El Salvador, it is something that is depending on the country, and people are leaving the country because they think that the United States is the solution, so they can send money, so people follow this vicious cycle. El círculo es vicioso, dice Nayib Bukele. Las remesas, mandar dinero es prácticamente hacer al país depender de las remesas y que la gente salga pensando que la solución en Estados Unidos para hacer lo mismo. Entonces la gente sigue saliendo. He also said that security and also violence has been their own fault. Y también dijo que la seguridad y la violencia ha sido la propia culpa de su país. Also, he supports the idea to create an El Salvador great. También quiere hacer El Salvador grande, quiere hacerlo mejor, quiere hacerlo un país de primer mundo. So this is what happened. He went on January on 2021. Fue en enero del 2021. He went all the way to the White House. Fue todo desde El Salvador, fue hasta la Casa Blanca. When he arrived to the White House, nobody, not even a secretary assistant, came down and said hello. Nadie, cuando llegó a la Casa Blanca, ni la asistente de la secretaria bajó a decirle al señor presidente de El Salvador, señor, bienvenido a la Casa Blanca. He had to hold his press conference at a lobby at a hotel. Tuvo que hacer su conferencia de prensa en un lobby en un hotel. Because what he wanted was to create a relationship with the United States of America, to have trade. Porque lo que quería es el intercambio, tener una relación internacional, un tratado internacional con los Estados Unidos para crear una exportación, importación y traer producto a su país para hacerlo grande. But the United States and the Biden administration kicked him out. Nobody attended him. Pero la administración de Joe Biden, nadie lo atendió. Nadie lo quiso ver. So what happened? Oh, so buy me a copy. It's on the bottom link. Let me just pin this. How do you pin this? No, it is like this. I think so. Put user in timeout. Hide this. Remove from my... No. How do you put the buy me a coffee is on the bottom link. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and broadcasting, I cannot pin this message. I don't know. They're putting the links. My renters are putting the link. You guys like to contribute? Thank you so much. So now you have this idea. Ahora ya tienes esta idea de que Nayib Bukele, he wants to make his country great. Quiere hacer su país grande. So he looks for other solutions. Así es que busca otras soluciones. Nobody, let me just see if I can pin this one. I cannot pin the comment, man. I don't know why. Nobody wants to help El Salvador. The United States did not want to help El Salvador. Los Estados Unidos no querían ayudar a El Salvador. Esta administración. Porque Nayib Bukele está en contra de las políticas de izquierda. Because Nayib Bukele, it is against globalism and it is against the political leanings of the left. So he had to find a solution. Tuvo que buscar una solución. Sadly, Nayib Bukele asked help from China. Lamentablemente, el único país que quiso apoyar a Nayib Bukele fue China. So the United States committed a huge mistake. Instead of creating a great ally and a young ally, los Estados Unidos, esta administración creó hizo un enorme fracaso y cometió un grave error. En vez de crear una mejor relación con Nayib Bukele, lo empujó. Instead of creating a better relationship with Nayib Bukele of El Salvador, they pushed him out. So Nayib Bukele had to find a solution in another country that everybody knows what they do. I wanted to say that bilingual. Lo quería hacer en español y en inglés. Biden, no te metas en lo que no te importa. Biden, don't mess in other people's business. Fix your borders first. Fix your immigration system first. Fix the enormous trafficking that is occurring in your borders first. First fix the enormous collapse that you got as division as a country first. The economy. You're mandating people, taking them away their freedom of decision and their freedom of speech. You have a lot of problems on your own plate. Don't mess with nobody else's business as they're trying to fix their country. That is not your problem. Stop with your imperialistic ideologies so you can put somebody as your puppet so you can tell him what to do and what not. Stop. These people don't want nothing with you. Stop messing with the people of El Salvador. They don't want to have no agreement with you. It's just unbelievable. Increíble, señores. Cómo este presidente no tiene vergüenza. He doesn't have no shame at all. Really, he does not have no shame at all. No shame at all. Knowing the enormous problems that he has in his country, he wants to bug into somebody else's business. Why? Because the United States has sent so many millions and millions and millions before to El Salvador to the wrong hands, and you think that by that you have the authority to go over there and tell them what is anti-democratic and what is not? That is the reason why? You have a lot of problems. The country of the United States of America, it is the best country that exists in the world. It's still, in my eyes, the land of the opportunity, the land of the free, the home of the brave. That you are squashing that, and you're taking that away from their own people. From your people, you're taking that away from your people. When you create statements, Biden, like this, and you say, we the people is we the government, because without we the government, there will not be we the people. No, sir. No. What makes your country great is your people. What has made your country a leader of the world, it is the millions and millions that they have died for you, for your family, for that country, for that land. What makes that economy, keep on rolling and keep on going, it is the talented people of the United States of America that they create these huge industries and these huge ideas to expand and export and import around the world. It is your people. It's not we the government. The talent in sports, the beautiful people that they practice football, soccer, basketball, baseball, whatever, boxing, whatever you want to call it, it is your people that make your economy great. The talented business people, your beautiful children, your education, the leaders of the world that they have existed in the United States of America, it is your people. It is not we the government. Those are the ones that they have you on that pedestal. Whether you like it or not, those are the ones that they pay your paycheck. Those are the ones that for more than 40 plus years that you have been in the government, they have paid your paycheck. Not because you want to. It's because of those beautiful people that make your country great. is where you are at. So it's not we the government. It is we the people. That's how the United States citizens say. Acá en México es el pueblo. La tierra es de quien la trabaja. Tierra y libertad. Holy cow. Don't mess with nobody else's politics, Biden. Fix your own problems right now, man. You got a lot of problems going on right now. You want to go over there to another country and they're lowering down their crime rate and you want to mess with them? Does not even matter how they're doing it. The thing that they're doing is they're lowering down the crime rate. They're making people not to... Have you seen the caravans? Do you remember why the caravans stopped heading out of El Salvador? Do you see caravans leaving from El Salvador? You see people from El Salvador. Yes, you see them. Even have an interview with a migrant in the past caravans that I've been at. He was sitting down on the floor and he had a big opening, a big scar, a wound on his feet. And he had some kind of I don't know what he had on his feet that he was curing him. And I went over there and I said, "Are you all right?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm okay." "Do you need water?" I said, "No, I got water right here." "Do you need food?" I said, No, I just ate." "Where are you from?" He said, "From El Salvador." "From El Salvador? And you're migrating?" He said, "Yeah." "What do you think about your president of El Salvador?" He's a really good president. He's trying to fix the country. He's trying to do something for our country. "So why are you in a caravan?" "I'm a particular case. I cannot stay in my country anymore. If I wait for him to fix my land, for him to fix my case, I will die." But he's trying to do something. He's trying to fix it. Even the own people of El Salvador are recognizing that Nayib Bukele, it is fixing the country. The only one that is not recognizing that, it is the Biden administration, because it doesn't fit their narrative. Biden does not have, the Biden administration, the leftist communists do not have the same agreement and the same narrative with people that they don't fit their narrative. Let me give you an example. The people from Cuba. Why Biden never went over there and tried to help them? Whatever happened to the rising of the people from Cuba? That got squashed, huh? Immediately got squashed. Whatever happened to that? What did Alejandro Mayorkas said? "I'm not going to receive no people from Cuba on boats." And he's a Cuban himself. They came in a boat as an asylum and refugee in 1970 something. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? But now you have that you don't resolve. And it does not fit your narrative, because if you resolve that, you will make Díaz-Canel, the president of Cuba, make him feel bad. And you will make him look like an idiot because you're helping. And you will get into other political things that you don't want to get into. So Russia will get in, China will get in, and all these countries will get in. And it will be a eruption. Why China never helped? Why Russia never helped? Because they're communists. So you only fit the narrative of communist people. "Oh, I'm making communism look bad. No, I'm gonna make socialism look bad. I'm gonna make the left look bad if I help the Cubans. So I'm just gonna let them over there suffer, not help them at all." Right? But you have all these people that are coming from the south. Those, yes, let me help them. The people that are suffering in Cuba, a la chingada, esos no. No, those ones no. People over here, yes. Right? Ay, cabrón. Oh my God. This Biden character is really, really out there, man. I like this Biden character. He's funny. He's funny, you know. He has a huge problem on his own he has a huge problem on his own border, huge problem on his own country with the economy, with the mandates, with you know, with this situation. It is, I think that is the most unstable administration in history of the United States. I believe that it is. I believe that it is, and strongly I believe that it is. This is a man that it will cheer on "Let's go Brandon" when somebody else is telling him "Let's go Brandon," when he doesn't even know what "Let's go Brandon" possibly is. I don't know if he suffers from something, if he's sick, if he's too old to be president. I don't know if he's too old to be president. Really, I believe that there needs to be an age limit now in politics where people are not capable of being president anymore. You are the leader of the free world, for God's sake. How can a man that is not in his five senses be still the president of the United States of America? I don't think that he's there needs to be a limit. Now, I don't know. That has to do with the Constitution also of Mexico. It doesn't have an age limit. So it is kind of something that it needs to be addressed nowadays. That we have this woke nonsense. Why they're not talking about that? Good morning to everybody, man. I am in the car. I'm about to go buy some stuff. I wanted to do this little live feed for you guys in the car. Later on the afternoon, I will be editing and clipping the videos that I told you that I'm about to do for the Caravan special. And possibly we will have that in the week or entering the new year. We are in the last days of 2021. And I will do a video of what has been 2021 for us. But I will tell you something, man. This is, my God, when is this going to end, man? 2 years of the pandemic, and still we're not managing to come back to real life. And you know, it's just so difficult to go back to when we were free. Remember that? When you guys were free? Do you guys remember that? I remember that, man. Remember when I used to go to a concert? I used to go to a lot of Rage Against the Machine concerts. You know Rage Against the Machine? That the new followers of Rage Against the Machine, I will tell you something. I'm an old school follower of Rage Against the Machine since the early 90s. And I will tell you, you know, remember when you were used to chant, "F you, I won't do what you tell me"? Now you're doing what they tell you. You know? Now you do what you tell you. The new followers of Rage are more leftist than anything else, man. Rage Against the Machine was not a political party. Was not Democrat, was not Republican. Was against the machine. The corruption of the government, the oppressor, that it takes away the rights of the people. It was against the corruption, not the Democrats, not the Republicans. Not look at what the Democrats have done, not look at what the Republicans have done. And now you are doing what they tell you. Now you do what you tell you. Has been, you know, I remember going to concerts. I remember being free. Going to a store. And not wearing a diaper all the time. You know, do you remember that? Going to the beach, waking up, just going for a jog, as normal as every day. I'm just gonna get up and go for a jog. And when you go for a jog, you see a guy with a mask, and you're like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" But now you live in this world that even in the beach, you will see a guy with a diaper. Even in the beach, swimming in the beach, in the middle of the beach, you will see a guy with a diaper wearing a diaper. all this, panicking in the airports, all this distance, all this craziness. You remember when we were free? So valuable, the word freedom. These globalists and these elite, they know what they do with the word freedom. They know that if they must be sitting down and they must be telling themselves, well, you need to take care of, no, but somebody needs to take charge of human beings. They're getting out of hand. They have a lot of freedom. We need to control them. We need to tell them what to do and what not to do. Our planet, we're not taking care of our planet. Climate change, for God's sake, we're killing our planet. And because of climate change, people are migrating, and my God, horrible things are happening. We need to take control. We need to put mandates. We need to do this. We need to do that. They need to listen to us. We agree? Everybody, hey? Hands, nay. Hey, hey. Everybody, all right? Tomorrow, we are going to release something in the air. And from there, there's a strategist. John, do you have the strategy? Yes, sir, I have it. You put it on right here in the prompter? Yes, sir. And all the population going on their lives normal. Doing their normal lives. Oh my God, Oscar is such a conspiracy theorist. Creating hysteria at the border. Fuming the border. Flaming the border. Yeah. Coffee. Thank you so much for joining in. 47 minutes in, man. 47 minutes into this live feed. Support independent media. Buy Oscar a coffee. Oh yeah, buy me a coffee. Some of our ranchers are throwing my buy me a coffee link right there. If you guys want to contribute to our independent reporting and journalism, as we are going to be traveling soon, so it's for our travel fund. This is a good comment. I saw Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, The Doors, Led Zeppelin, The Who, and went to see Rage Against the Machine with my kid. Wow, Indigo. You saw Led Zeppelin live? Wow. Holy cow, man. Rebel on. My God, that would have been a concert. That was a wild one, huh? And you saw The Doors? My God, you saw Jim Morrison? Every woman was dying for Jim Morrison, huh? Jim Morrison was an attractive man. He was an attractive specimen. Wild one, man. Every lady was going crazy at a concert, for Jim Morrison. She lives on Love Street, lingers lone on Love Street. She has a house and garden. I would like to see what happens. I saw Rage Against the Machine with the Ramones back in '95. That's what I'm talking about, man. All right, Kimberly Wilson. I saw Rage Against the Machine possibly between 4 to 5 times. 4 to 5 times I saw Rage Against the Machine. And all the 4 to 5, I know all their songs, man. All of their songs. I was a humongous Rage Against the Machine fan, man. Was. Because now they have become left. And that is something that is extremely sad. Because Rage Against the Machine was not about left, was not about right. It was about the people. And now, they making comments about, Rage Against the Machine being leftist. Sadly, I respect those guys so much, man. When I was young, huge concerts I went in there, man. Huge concerts. Remember a Rage Against the Machine concert? It was a bunch of groups, and it was at the Coors Amphitheater in San Diego. And look at the groups that I saw, man, at that concert. It was opening by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Opened that concert. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Also, there were other bands, local bands, but bands that we all know, Red Hot Chili Peppers, at that particular time, Stone Temple Pilots was together. So I saw Stone Temple Pilots on that concert. And also, I saw Rage Against the Machine on that concert. There were 3 bands that they were like the... Oh, Beck, I saw on that concert. Beck, you guys know Beck? I saw that concert. Oh, you perdedor, I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? That guy. So it was a concert of those 4. Holy cow, bro. I remember in that concert, I was like, what, 19, 20? Something like that. I was older than 21. I don't remember. But I remember that. I had long hair that time. I had like the hair I had all the way down here. Something like that. I had long hair. And I was skinny as hell, man. And, you know, I got onto this surf wood thing that they always put on concerts. I think I got a picture of that, man. I need to ask for that picture. I will try to find that picture. I went to Pearl Jam also. I saw like 3 Pearl Jam concerts. Like 2 or 3 Pearl Jam concerts. I saw Eddie Vedder when he was Eddie Vedder. You know, now Eddie Vedder is older, man. He you know, he's not Eddie Vedder, the radical Eddie Vedder. But I remember getting on a surfboard, man, on top of the concert. And then I got my shirt off. And I was like, yeah. And everybody was like, yeah. You know? And I flipped the finger on I don't know who was in stage. I flipped the finger. You know? It was a huge concert, man. I was a radical one, man. I was a radical one when I was young. I'm not gonna lie about it. Eddie Vedder was Eddie Vedder. I saw Eddie Vedder, like, possibly I saw Pearl Jam. I saw Pearl Jam a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie about it. I saw Pearl Jam a couple of times. I think a couple of times or more. I saw Pearl Jam a couple of times. Then I started getting a little bit into more, you know, these kind of bands like the Deftones. I saw the Deftones, possibly like I saw Deftones once. It was in the Casbah in San Diego, I believe so. That I saw Deftones, the band Deftones. Also, I saw Linkin Park. Obvious, I saw Linkin Park. The best band that I have. The best singer for me that I've seen live, Chris Cornell. I saw Chris Cornell with Audio Slave. I saw Chris Cornell with Audio Slave. But I didn't see him with Soundgarden. That would have been one of my favorite things, man. Chris Cornell with Audio Slave. I saw him. It was. You know, that was my God, man. I wanted to see Alice in Chains. I didn't get the chance to see Alice in Chains. That was a magnificent singer, man. That guy was a great singer. He died too young. Also, I wanted to see Sublime. I didn't get to see Sublime, but Sublime was one of my favorite bands when I was growing up. You know, I didn't get to see Sublime. A couple of friends of mine saw Sublime in a private party in Rosarito. And they have video actually about that. You know, I used to surf a lot when I was young. I started surfing real young. You know, I was really doing all kinds of sports and radical sports and all these, you know, wild sports. So I started surfing like around 13, 14 years old. And I used to hang out with older guys that they used to surf. So I used to come and surf with them. And they taught me how to surf. You know, I surf on the bodyboard, not on the longboard. So, you know, I used to hang out with them, and they used to go to these gnarly concerts, man. Gnarly concerts. That I used to, that's how I started learning about music, like real music. So reggae has been like my favorite music, you know, Barrington Levy, Ika Mouse, you know, of course, Bob Marley, you know, Don Carlos, you know, all these, you know, oldies from reggae. So I know a lot about music, and then I started, you know, I know about a lot about music, man. Voodoo Glue Skulls, woo! The Voodoo Glue Skulls, man. Holy cow! Shoot to the moon, let's shoot to the moon. I saw the Voodoo Glue Skulls right here in Tijuana. I saw them, the Voodoo Glue Skulls, right here in Tijuana. There was an arena that it was before it was El Toreo. It is not existent anymore. But the Voodoo Glue Skulls, I saw the Voodoo Glue Skulls, man. I saw them live. Ska. Yeah, man, I saw the Voodoo Glue Skulls. I was older when I saw the Voodoo Glue Skulls. I was like in my mid-20s. You know, I was in my mid-20s, man. In my mid-20s. I saw them. You know, but I just gotta tell you, the most, you know, in Mexican concerts, man, oh my God, man, Maldita Vecindad, woo! Used to go to every concert of La Maldita Vecindad. I saw La Maldita Vecindad, Caifanes, a couple, oh my God, so many times. La Lupita, Café Tacuba, La Ley, all these rock bands that they're from Mexico. I used to see them, man. La Maldita Vecindad, I remember one story, and I will tell you this. I was around what? I was in junior high school, I think so. I think I was in junior high school. I was like 13 years old. Yeah, I was like 13 years old, and we couldn't get into these concerts, right? So there was an arena that now it is a casino now, but before they used to do the concerts right there. So I told you I used to hang out with all these older guys, so they would not let me in, man. So I went around the arena and I found a way to jump a fence. So I did it illegally. I crossed illegally to a concert. I crossed illegally to a concert. I jumped the fence. I landed on my butt. I remember I landed on my butt. I got all dirty, you know. But at that particular time, man, who cared, man? You wear, you know, nowadays kids have to wear all these Gucci, Louis Vuitton kind of stuff. Back in the day, man, you didn't wear that, man. You wear bands. That was the thing. You had a little chain on your side of your jeans, and you wear a rock and roll shirt and a hat, and that was it, man. That was your normal day to get up. It was nothing that, oh my God, I need to impress Veronica. I need to impress Kimberly. I need to impress, you know, Gloria or whatever the hell it was. You know, I need to wear all this clothes. No, it wasn't. And you wear a jacket, a leather jacket, man. That's it, man. It was not. You know, it was nothing that it was fancy about getting dressed in the morning, man. You get up in the morning, you put some bands, you put some jeans, you put your chain, you put your shirt in, you put your jacket on, and that's it, man. That's it. It was nothing like, oh my God, I need to be, you have that Carolina Herrera perfume on? Get the hell out of here, man. It was just, you know, get a shower. That's it. So I jumped the fence. I remember I jumped the fence on this concert. I jumped the fence, I landed on my butt, I got up, and I started running, man. I started running to where my boys were. And I got in, man. And it was one of my first concerts that I got in, man. I was real young. I was like 12 or 13 years old. I don't remember, man. 12 or 13. Oh, my God. No sé cómo se atreven a vestirse de esa forma y salir así, man. Great concerts, man. Great concerts. Great concerts. Great music. Whatever happened, I have said this before, man. And I worked at a radio station for so many years, putting old music, because I used to work at a radio station that I used to be a DJ late at night. So I used to put music, rock music from 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. So that was my whole thing. I used to put a song from the 60s, and then from the 70s, and then from the 80s, and then from the 90s, and then I go back to another song from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. So my whole gig, my whole 8 hours or 9 hours that I was at the radio station, I used to put songs from different years. So I remember that I learned so much from music, man, that I fell in love with American rock. I don't know what the hell happened to American rock and roll, man. I don't know what the hell happened to rock and roll. But for me, rock right now, it is not dead, it's sleeping. You know, it is in a deep sleep. They're sleeping, man. It's like the Sleeping Beauty. And there needs to be like some kind of a dirty prince to come and wake her up. Really. You need to have like a Steven Tyler or something, or the guy from Creedence, to just, come back from the dead and just, wake her up, man. Because it is not dead, man. It's just, there's no rock anymore. It's gone. And it sucks because every radio station is all this hip hop. And I have nothing against hip hop, man. I don't got nothing. I like hip hop. But it's just, my favorite music is rock and roll, man. So I cannot, whatever happened to good rock and roll in the United States of America? That's the sad thing about it, man. Whatever happened to rock and roll in the United States of America? Do you guys have to ask yourself this question? Whatever happened to rock and roll in the United States? Have you guys seen how it has evolution into making it disappear? You remember the MTV Awards that it used to be rock? That the MTV music, it used to be rock, man. You remember Beavis and Butthead? It was Beavis and Butthead. It was, my God, it was all rock. I don't know what the hell happened now, man. I really don't know what in the hell happened. Really, there's no rock at all. You change the station, you go to MTV music videos, or you go to whatever station, it is just. Oh, I also saw Coldplay. I saw Coldplay a couple of times. Coldplay, I saw them. Coldplay plays good, man. They play good on live. They're they're really good band. Coldplay, I like Coldplay. It's kind of like a romantic rock, but it's okay. I like it. I can sit down and hear them out. I'm not gonna get up and no, because it's not going to be that kind of a concert. But I like Coldplay. Coldplay is good. Somebody saying Guns N' Roses. Oh yeah, Guns N' Roses. I never got the time to see them, and I saw another one. I saw Metallica. I saw them in the Sports Arena in San Diego. I saw Metallica. I saw Metallica. I saw Pantera. Broken. Yeah. I saw Pantera. Metallica. I saw Pantera. So many bands, man. I got a box full with tickets of all the concerts that I went when I was young. And this, oh my God, man, the story, man. The story. I know about music, man. You cannot try me about music, man. I know about music. It's the only thing, man, that I know about American rock and roll. I know about American rock and roll, man. It's so sad that it does not exist anymore, man. It's so sad that it does not exist anymore. So it was really nice talking to you guys about music and about politics and about everything. This show has been a priority. Sepultura. I know about that. This show has been a priority. And I last time that I said that word, I was with Ben Bearquam, and he told me, "You're saying it wrong, Blue." So I was like, "How do you pronounce the R? It is so difficult." And he said, "Say priority." And I started saying like slowly, priority. I have a hard time saying some words in English, man. But it was a lot of priority. That's I think that's the correct way. Variedad, pues, a la chingada, hombre, ya. Variedad, hijo de la fregada. Thank you so much for joining in. Later on, I will be doing a live feed showing you guys this statement from the President Biden that he wants to get his nose in the wrong business, man. His nose in the wrong business, man. Biden, fix your problems, man. Fix your problems, Biden. For God's sake, fix them, bro. Just fix them. You're messing into other country's problems, man. You got a lot of problems on your plate. Why you gotta be on other people's business? Let them fix their own problems. But no, you want to put a president that president is going to be on your favor. It's going to be licking your boots. Let's go, Brandon, everybody. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, put their glasses on. Peace and love. Because always, your country's first. God bless.